Welcome to Freshman English. My name is Miss Cavender, and this is a brief introduction to me. Welcome. This is a picture of me as a tall ship sailor. I did spend some time working as a tall ship sailor, and we'll get into that more as we go. So I was born in Naples, Idaho. I attended Bonners Ferry High School. I graduated in 2006, and I worked at Boundary County Library. I also was involved in choir and band. I graduated and went to Whitworth University to study history and English. Proud pirate. Woo woo. So I was there for 4 years before deciding to move to Deadwood, South Dakota. In Deadwood, I worked at the Adams House, which was a haunted house. We'll get into that more as we're going. These are some pictures of Deadwood and also the house. Then I worked for Grays Harbor Historical Seaport Authority as the education coordinator / steward on the tall ship Hawaiian Chieftain. Was also a deckhand. So these are just a bunch of pictures of my time on that boat. My job was basically to run the education programs, to make sure no one got hurt, and to make sure that things went smoothly as we were on the boat. This is a picture crossing the Columbia River Bar. And honestly, this was probably some of the most challenging 7 months of my life. We worked hard. It's hard work being a sailor. And so I was working probably 24/7, 24/6 for a while there for 7 months. Once I was done with that, I do go back still as often as I can to help with maintenance, work on programs. The boats are awesome and they hold a very special place in my heart. This is looking over the San Francisco Bay Area. We were there for a couple of months. It's also nice because during the summer, I was in Idaho, and during the winter, I was in Sacramento and other places on the coast of California. So that was nice. It was not 10 degrees out, and I appreciated that. This is my boat. I was on the Hawaiian Chieftain, which is a metal ship. I'm sure we'll talk more about her as time goes. These pictures, we're sailing under the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm there somewhere. This is me dressed up to go dig under the boat. Well, not dig under the boat, to go hang out under the boat to do maintenance for the power sander. There's me furling and putting the sails back in their happy little sail burritos. The piece that there's two of us lifting is really heavy. The other one is just me hanging out in my boat. After I left the boat, I decided to go to the University of Idaho, where I got a master's in archaeology, historical archaeology, in the anthropology department. Worked for a couple of years in the nonprofit sector and realized I really wanted to do education. So I went back to the University of Idaho, got my bachelor's of science in education, and then that led me to Bonners Ferry, Idaho, back working in the same building that I graduated high school. Funnily enough, room 13 is one of the only rooms in this high school that I did not have a class in. So, yeah. I'm also taking classes through a bunch of other universities, Johns Hopkins, University of Phoenix. I hate being bored. My master's thesis was on the history of Sandpoint, Idaho, and how the railroad impacted Sandpoint and other frontier towns, looking at the Sandpoint Archaeological Project, one of the largest finds on the side of the Mississippi. So that was my journey. That's how I got here. And I'm back at Bonners Ferry High School. Lovely place to be. So that gives just a bit of information about me. I'm sure things will come up again. The boat always comes up